program. You want them to sit through it too, don't you? Come on. Yeah, but you gotta get into the psychology of it, okay? They'll sit there and they'll watch every bit of it because they don't want to come off as squeamish.
Maybe one of them will come away horrified enough to get into the peace movement.
All you're going to do is make a lot of women stick to their stuff. It's kind of brutal. Don't you think you could maybe point some other way? I've got to say, I didn't expect quite this much. Well, look, people won't move unless you crowd with them. I mean, you've got to overcome all the phony killing and things on TV. Just take the film. This is the war that nobody sees. The war that has never consumed our homes. It is a war thrust upon others in America's rape of world resources. This is our capitalist empire, stretching out to take from races we consider inferior in an obscene testimony to greed. These are the deaths we dedicate to peace and justice. A peace and justice carefully defined by the cashiers of the American empire. But the cashiers no longer have the upper hand. A new youth awakening can be heard over the tinkling of currency. Make peace, not empire. Make love, not war. The empire will fall before those who see the obscenity of war, who reject the vilification of love. Power to the people. Love in the streets. Death to the pigs. What do you got to say? We'll have the home in the end. Overworking, right, Prof? Yeah, it would be best not to have titles over stock film. And there's nothing wrong with having them at the end. I do question some of that narration. Why not open them with black and then the credits without sound? Because we'll go through the whole mood of that thing. Right. If we run them over that rough state, people might think we're trying to cop out, you know? They think we're trying to cover up. So if we don't have to justify ourselves to anybody, there won't be any copping out.
The whole idea is just having that scene in there.
Well, look, if we open on the first scene, cold, bam, just like that. I mean, if we begin with that right off, then we've got it. Now, I think the Prof's right. We'll put him at the end. Well, don't worry, man. Nobody's going to say we're counting on this election. That's for damn sure.
That last bit is very heavy. I mean, you're talking about love and peace, and then you go on to kill the pigs?
Look, we're talking about revolution, all right? That's what this thing is all about. What would you like us to say? Slap the pigs in the face?
No, but your visual thing is lovemaking, right? And then you go on about killing.
Look, love is the goal of the revolution, for Christ's sake. It's not the tactic. You don't win a revolution with love.
Yeah, we tried that with Martin Luther King, remember? We've marched peacefully. How many times? We passed out flowers and we got clubbed for it. We've been through lie-downs and sit-downs, flower power, all the Krishna, all these things, and it just...
It's bullshit, all right? It doesn't work. If it did, we wouldn't be making this film, all right? Now look, dig the structure of this thing. We see the war. And we see protest, violent protest, revolution, all right? And we see love. And we cut back to the pigs, back to the war. In the end, it's love. But the revolution comes first.
Oh, come on. How are you going to create a revolution with this kind of narration? You'll alienate everyone in the audience except your friend Steve, who agreed with you anyway. Mike, you gave me this treatment, right? Yeah. Tell me, how are you going to communicate?
Well, you see, I want to talk about war, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about real war and real protest. I mean, the kind of protest where, you know, it's just as committed to its goals as the war machine is committed to its goals, right? All right, now this is real protest. This is revolutionary dialogue. I mean, I may not agree with it all.
I hope not.
And I kind of think you're right, in a way, you know, about maybe alienating people to a certain extent. But look, when they see these scenes, these war scenes, and how awful war is, they can't help but understand the rhetoric we're using here.
War is big and bloody and terrible, and that's what we're showing. Revolution is angry and urgent, and that's what we're showing. Diggy, we can't pander to people about war. They've been doing that for centuries, and wars have never stopped.
Well,
This footage is not based upon the treatment you gave me. That's it.
Look, I don't agree with everything they said, but she's right about the film. Look, it's good propaganda, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Even the USIA does that.
Okay, I think I see your point. But I just don't want to see this film get locked up.
What?
I'm serious. There's some people in this school who are going to object very much to this film.
So?
Hell, okay, you know that, right? Even in this department. Okay? Look, I'm with you. I just want to be realistic about this.
Nobody is going to lock up this film. Not if we all stand behind it.
Right. And we'll stand behind it.
No. Together. The whole point of this is not to challenge the school. You want to get your revolutionary message across, right? You want to influence people, right? Okay, this is what you want to do when you get out of here. Listen, the film business is not all run by Goddards. You're going to have to deal with some pretty conservative people. And you better learn how to get your message across here without confrontation, or you'll never learn when you leave here.
But look, what we're trying to do is not...
Unless you're independent, Mike, you've got to avoid confrontations. Stick to the treatment you gave me, okay? And you get your message across, okay? I just don't want to see all this work lost when the film gets locked up. I'm telling you this because I'm on your side. The treatment you gave me was fine, okay? But you've missed a point in this footage. And with that narration.
No.
I have a meeting to go to. I'm gonna have to stop.
What can we talk about this?
Listen, we'll talk about this tomorrow, all right? Okay?
Oh, boy.
Wow. Yeah, really good stuff, Steve.
What do you expect? He's a liberal. And that's what you're going to get from him every time. Let him come back.
We've never done that before.
Yeah, because we've never asked him to move just beyond the bounds of what he's allowed to do before. It's the whole thing in a nutshell.
He'll come through. He's a good man.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. Look, he's talking about the conservative film industry, about the school. He's the one who's uptight about it.
I don't know, though. He seems like a good guy. I mean, he really is. Look, let me talk to him tomorrow about it.
What, if you talk to him tomorrow, what are you going to say? He didn't say in there. I'm telling you, man, he's just opposed to it and he's making excuses. He's shucking it right and left.
He seemed uptight about it, you know. I think he'd really like to.
Yeah, well, we don't
They may
know.
have a hassle about
We
that.
had a big hassle.
Yeah.
Wow. Dad just gave us a big hassle about the film. He's really uptight about it. Talking about locking it up. Locking it up? Yeah. Threatened to do it unless we cut out some of the narration, you know. And he didn't think of footage either. It's just turning into a big hassle, and it's censorship, and it's bullshit.
So fuck him. We can show it to the seed company.
Right. Hey, we could show it and make it a benefit for the relief fund and make a big deal about the school censorship, and nobody could stop us.
No, wait a minute. Look, all we have is a minor argument, right? Okay, so let me talk to him tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to come around. Well, if he doesn't, well, then we can think about the seed company. I mean, look, Steve, I want to run this damn thing up here.
Yeah, we gotta think about showing it at the seed company now because he seemed pretty down on it to me.
Will you guys all make it to class tomorrow? Yes. All right, look, we'll all show up to class tomorrow. Take a strong stand in favor of it. Okay? You finish shit and take the straight and run. Or if you want to show us any show us
Dad! Oh, wow, I didn't expect you so early. I haven't even started dinner. You know, sometimes Rousseau is really out of it. Well, on one hand, he's so against injustice.
Baby, don't you really think we're overdoing the Vietnam thing?
I quote, "It is unnatural for a majority to rule, For a majority can seldom be organized for united and specific action, and a minority can. Well, what do you think of that? In a democratic system like ours, it's unnatural for a minority to rule, and that's the problem.
One of the students is doing a film about Vietnam. I think the subject's been overdone.
Are French fries all right?
Sure, but what do you think?
The meat, the French fries, and the salad, all right?
Oh, all right, but don't you think the subject's been overdone?
Well, let me finish my thought about Rousseau before I forget it. Quote, if the majority of abilities is contained in the minority of men, minority government is as inevitable as the concentration of wealth, and that's the problem.
Baby, I've got to talk to you.
Oh, sometime I'll remember that you don't like onions.
What do you think about another film on Vietnam?
I know Rousseau's majority would have had this revolution bloodlessly, you know, because of his thoughts about injustice. Do you remember his quote about the Saint-Lucier? Thus I reached the age of puberty with a
Oh,
constant
pal.
extreme...
Let's get out of here. Sit down.
Yes,
All ready now?
yes, dear.
Eliminate all thoughts of Rousseau.
All thoughts of Rousseau gone? There.
How many films have we seen on Vietnam?
Oh, come on. We talk about films all the time. Why can't I ever win? Why can't we talk about Rousseau?
What happened to that? Well?
3 or 4.
Oh, come on.
Point of information.
No, Dennis, stop. I'm serious. You know there have been 3 or 4 or more student films about Vietnam just in the last year or so.
Well, student films.
Even you wanted to do one yourself.
So?
So, why do another one? Why waste... Look, I can only give each student 6 rolls of film. Why waste 6 rolls at 5:23 on that subject?
Dad, you're not telling me the whole story. This isn't 1960. Well, who's going to get uptight about that subject now?
Okay, all right. It's just that what I saw today wasn't in the truth. They have to learn discipline. They have to shoot what they say they're going to shoot. That's the only way they can make it out in the world. You know how the kids go out and shoot in the street? And how many of them come away with nothing? You have to have control.
You haven't been hung up about control since I was a student. You talked about it so much. I'm disappointed in you. What's the real problem?
Well, it's got this make love, not war theme. It's Vietnam newsreel footage combined with a love-making scene.
You're really strung out.
Now, don't interrupt. I haven't gotten to the problem. It's that it's thrown off Vietnam. Listen, the administration won't like it.
What the hell with the administration?
Be reasonable.
Rousseau was, and some say he caused the French Revolution.
Precisely. Listen, we don't want a revolution on this campus.
You're not serious.
I am.
Everyone's against the war now. Except maybe you.
Oh, honey, don't start that again. I used to think we should support the South. I've seen your thinking. I agree.
Don't get touchy. I've just never really been sure where you stood.
Maybe it's... I worry that I have to handle the administration, and that's not right. I'm just tired of this.
If there's any hope, it's with those kids. When we went out of the war, all of the wars.
Yeah, me too.
You really have had it, haven't you?
You really tell it like it is. Real green.
Oh, come on, Thaddeus. Don't give me that kind of spiel. It doesn't belong on you. Now, about Rousseau.
Oh, shut up about Rousseau.
Thaddeus.
You started it.
Let's stay here.
Are you serious with this?
You're damned straight, Mister.
It isn't very original, you know. The same crap comes out of North Vietnam almost every day.
Yeah, but Mark, did you ever think about the crap that goes into North Vietnam every day, like bombs and napalm?
For Christ's sake, shut up. How old are we? If we're going to talk about this film, fine, but let's not fight about it.
Hey, where's the Prof? Not here yet. Maybe he chickened out. Nice zoo you've got here. Well, Keith, you know, some of the assholes are a little upset about it. Hey, Mike, you speak to him yet? Look, I told you he's not here. This is getting to be a pain in the ass.
You just wanted to see.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to have to.
Sorry I was late, but I had some car trouble.
I hope you had a chance to get them out of here, man. They aren't in this class.
Look, we're going to monitor the course, okay? Check the rule book. It's all very legal.
Oh, come on, man. We know what
I want to talk to you about this film. I've been reconsidering what I said yesterday. I think it's very important that you people learn to make an accurate treatment of a projected film. This is an absolute necessity in professional filmmaking, as necessary as submitting an accurate budget. And once you've submitted a treatment, you've got to stick to it. Not necessarily word for word. This doesn't rule out spontaneous creativity. But you've got to keep to the stated point of view. In this. But despite that, I've decided to stand behind you.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said those guys blew the treatment. I mean, if I did that or anybody else did, well, it's like a double standard.
If you did it, you'd scream for a break. What difference does it make to you? Does it affect your film?
It affects all of us.
You mean you're going to let them lead in all that American Empire crap? I'm going to look at that rough cut again. If I make any decision, it will be after I've had another look.
What is this? Are you going to back us or not?
That $1,000 will have to come out of the physics department budget. They only have 8 majors. Do you realize I'm under a great deal of pressure to drop that department entirely? No, you missed my point. I'd never do that. But this would be a good political move. I mean, I need to take $1,000 from somewhere. This is a place where a cut is readily acceptable. Yes, to everyone except the physics department. Come in, Thaddeus. I'm almost through. So I take it you'll back me up on this. Good. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Now, what's this all about?
Stanley,
Let me finish.
I thought you were asking me a question.
It was rhetorical. What the hell is happening? That wasn't rhetorical.
Some of the students have been arguing about a film on Vietnam.
So?
So it has some pretty hairy war footage.
Oh, come on, Thad. They can see that any night on the TV news.
Not with a pro-North slant.
No one will see the film anyway except the college community, and we're certainly intelligent enough to take it for what it is.
There are film festivals it can go to. In fact, we're having one here ourselves.
Well, you have the film, don't you?
I've got it now.
Well, then control your class. The only way this situation could hurt us if there were a ruckus. Then there'd be trouble. Bad publicity. Trustees reading those newspapers, friends of the college reading those newspapers, that's trouble. I understand you're well liked by your class. Get them to cool it. All this about war footage, I can't believe it.
Stanley, you're just not listening. It's the peace message, the pro-North slant.
Practically any news show, see the same thing. Everyone slants things nowadays. Just have to funnel things down the right track. Get what I mean?
Maybe. Just maybe. You know, I've been concerned about how you would react.
But of course, that's your conservative nature speaking.
I'm not conservative at all.
Just ride out the storm. Remember what FDR said? We have nothing to fear but fear itself.
That's the way it's got to be.
Your turn to change the record. Say please.
Welcome to the land of good children. Hope you're passing by.
Don't suppose you want some grass?
Please, get rid of your friends.
I guess we'll have to split.
Our land is fine and green.
Don't turn off the music.
Flowers grow on trees.
We'll have to turn off period. Something's wrong with him, I guess.
I don't ask much.
Oh, you're heavy today.
Everyone
On
has
a
to
sands of crest or graves for birds and all their animals that wash in from the tide of muddy water. And also here's a highway running high above our houses. And the people haven't traveled near at all. They still complain it's not illuminated.
I have to talk to you, Sam.
I think you're nice.
Not now, please. I need your advice. I had to see the dean today.
Oh, no, not that crap about the war again. Come on. I don't understand why you drink so much.
I had to see the dean today.
You have beautiful eyes.
I have to go along with the students. They're right. Tomorrow, will you please find out what they're really thinking? Will you?
I'm going upstairs. Are you coming?
Yes, take them peacefully to find a better place for peace. Perhaps
Hey, Steve, I got the leaflets.
Out of sight. Put them over on the table with the rest of them.
You know the leaflets we put up Lady Street? Half of them are gone.
That's all right. We'll just put up more. Hey, those look fine. Those look real fine. Hey, are Penny and the girls coming over tonight?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We'll put up more. We'll divide up just like we did last time, all right? Except this time, for every one we put up, we'll put up 2 or 3. We've got enough.
Oh,
okay?
Stu?
Yeah.
We got the projector and screen okay. George says we can keep them till Monday. You know, we could run it again on Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, if we do that, we ought to write it in on the leaflets before we put them up.
Stu, get out your pencil. Consider it your contribution to the revolution.
Oh, screw you. I'm going home and getting stoned.
Hey, you guys know YAF is planning to be up at the film festival tomorrow. I don't think it'll start any trouble up at the school, but they are going to be picketing us here on Saturday.
We want to pull out of that and just show it here.
No, Mike's really up for that, you know. And when we show it there, we reach an audience that we wouldn't hit anyplace else.
Yeah, we're not going to pull in the old folks. But what happens if the guys from YAF do show up and start trouble? You know, they've been talking militant lately.
No sweat, man. If anything happens, we just play it very cool. Keep the audience in their seats, we show the flip. If there's any trouble, let them initiate it. That's our job, right?
No, wait a minute. If they want a confrontation, we'll give it to them. If they start it, we react. Fine. Christ, you're talking pacifist.
No, Doug, Steve's right. If they're throwing bricks or something, that's one thing. But if they're just screwing around, well, you know, if we start anything, you know how it'll come out in the papers, man. That's not pacifist. That's just good strategy.
Well,
If they show up here, man, we just throw them out.
Sure, but first we say very nicely that if they'd like to come in, they can pay $1 to the North Vietnamese Relief Fund, just like everybody else.
Yeah, they'll really dig that. Then they'll start throwing the bricks.
It's all right. As long as they started, it's okay. Just got to keep it cool and make sure it's they who instigate it. Okay.
Don't tell me. How's that?
Awful. There's no fear there at all.
Don't tell me. How's that look?
No. No, that's not it at all.
I'm just not with it.
It's a good part. You'll get it if you'll just concentrate.
I get shivers just being in a studio.
Well, you have to do something. You can't just sit in that apartment all day.
I've been thinking about going home to visit my parents.
That's a cop-out.
I won't leave them. But just being around all this film stuff, it reminds me of problems.
You love to act. You'll be great, and it'll be great for you. Come on, try it again. Okay, now I want you to really concentrate. This guy's gonna kill you. And I want to see terror, not worry. Okay? Pick it up at the bottom of the page, okay? No, come on, that's worry, not fear. Come on, try it again. Hey, I didn't want you to get that scared. You aren't that good of a director.
Don't look at me like that. I'm all right. And don't tell anyone about this. I mean it.
Okay, relax, huh?
And tell me, you know. Well, I know. I'm going to have a baby. That's wonderful. That's what the doctor said. It is. Well, I can't do it right now. Maybe later. I don't know. It's going to be a secret between the doctor and you and me. Well, for a little while, anyway.
got a friend of our own.
Maybe you won't have to find out.
After the trouble tonight at the film festival?
There you go again. You always assume the worst.
I can hardly wait to see his face. Oh, by the way, would you throw this back at Thad's office?
But these courses are such a strain. I don't see why we should have to take them.
Curtis, especially bio. In sciences and everything. There's no such thing as a bad course. I mean, it's what you make of it, Mike. You know? Yeah, that's true. You have to be practical about this. There's no way you can get rid of those big required courses. I don't listen to you. We got all those kinds of people. Hey, we're showing what we're showing you. I can see it in your film. Yeah. At the scene. We're going to publicize the picture. I don't think so. We can't tell. Hey, MJ, I think we better go in now, okay? Come on, see you later. Hey, tell you where you been.
Oh, well, that's
Well, I guess we better go in.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Christ, what a bore.
Welcome to the land of birds, children.
This is the war that nobody sees. The war that has never consumed our homes. It is a war thrust upon others in America's rape of world resources. This is our capitalist empire, stretching out to take from races we consider inferior in an obscene testimony to greed. These are the deaths we dedicate to peace and justice. A peace and justice carefully defined by the cashiers of the American empire.
Well, we're not going to sit through that.
That's terrible. I never thought it would be anything like that.
I'm going to make you sit through it. What do you think they're doing anyway? I want to have a talk with that professor who's supposed to be supervising it.
Somebody engaging in intercourse. It's disgusting. Absolutely right. It's disgusting. I would have expected more than the garbage they have downtown.
I'm sorry. Good stuff now, which... I don't know. You could have been... You could have been... Good stuff now, which... I don't know. You could have been...
Destroy that damn film.
Why?
Get off it, Thad. I'm really perturbed. You didn't give me the true picture at all.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. What do you mean?
God damn it. The nudity, man. The nudity. Just don't sit there.
I never even thought about that. I mean, hair and everything.
This isn't New York City. We're quite provincial, you know.
Look, Dean, I could see it your way on the political thing. But now we're talking about art. That's something else.
Little old ladies.
You told me this was a community of tolerant, intelligent people.
A little old lady.
Oh, now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, Stanley. One little old lady has sent you a note, and you're all ready to flip out over it.
A little old lady who is a trustee.
You can't please everyone.
Thad, do you have any idea how large the endowment of the college is?
Quite honestly, no.
You don't have to be honest. You're not expected to know. You see, you just don't understand the problems of administration. Now, you see, in my position, I have to sit on both sides of the fence. I have to have the heart of the faculty and the soul of an administrator.
Oh, shit.
That's a matter of lack of communication again. Speaking from my soul and speaking to my heart, I can tell you that this little old pain in the ass of a lady is worth about $250,000 to us when she passes away. That figure almost matches our total endowment at the moment.
Stanley, you can't run a university with dollar signs in your eyes.
You have to. We could sit and talk all day. If you're not smart enough to grasp the trend of my thinking.
Oh, I get it all right. She's more important than I am.
Thank you for saying it. Close that door and come back here. There's one simple solution to the whole problem. All you have to do is destroy the film.
I can't.
Let me finish. I know it goes against your principles, it goes against mine too. But we have to be practical. You don't have to answer me now, but consider my proposition seriously, please. I'm afraid if you find that you can't go along with us this time, we won't be able to go along with you. Think about it.
Oh, honey, we're not kids. I don't want to fight anymore. Not about this.
You could find another job.
It's a little late in the year.
I could find a job as a secretary.
There are not that many secretarial jobs in this town.
Why the hell would we stay in this town? I'm tired of it. You could get a job in New York or L.A.
You know how I feel about your working.
Damn it, I'm not going to sit around the house much longer. And don't talk about kids. Not now.
I don't want to be an old man when my kids are growing up.
You're not old. Don't talk like that. And don't talk about kids. We never talked about them before we were married.
I don't want to leave here.
So you're going to do exactly what the dean says, just so you won't lose your job. I can't believe it's you talking.
Sometimes it's better to compromise. I want to be with my students.
But they don't want to be with you anymore.
I'll have to take that chance.
That's not the chance to take. Stand up to the dean. Stand up and the students will stand behind you. The administration wouldn't dare fire you.
You just don't understand.
I don't understand you.
I'll sleep on it.
You'll try to talk me out of it in the morning. You won't. Look what they did to poor Rousseau and he didn't back down.
You mean he started a revolution?
No, he wasn't a direct cause.
I don't even want his help but one.
Then you'd better burn that new painting of mine in the living room. It's immoral.
Oh, stop it, honey.
I'm serious. One of the dean's friends might see it.
Can't you see my point?
No, I only see that you're a lecher. You'd have to be a lecher to have a nude painting in the house. Maybe we should give up sex. Maybe we should get twin beds. Don't bug me.
Don't get upset. We can solve this. We just have to be rational. We have to think.
Oh, shit. Just get out of here. Just get out of here. You don't get it at all.
I love you. Don't you love me?
Don't ask me that. Turn out the lights.
Commotion been about around here? Yeah. Heard all about it. Some big fuss. Well, I guess that's what you professors are for. I mean, keep on raining on that damn kid. You never know what the hell they're gonna be up to next. Indeed.
Yes, it is. The dean for you.
This is that. I did destroy it. Sure. I can meet you for breakfast at the towers. 20 minutes? Bye.
Sit down. Sit down. Boy, am I starved this morning. This ham is great.
Let's do some coffee, thanks.
It's been kind of a tough time for all of us. You'll see, Dad. These things work themselves out. Get a hold of yourself, Dad. Get some rest. We can talk tomorrow.
I need you, and you need me. That's the way it's got to be. Yeah. It stands to reason that you're undecided now about your job and how your whole life fits together. 'Cause day by day you lose your own direction, your own privilege, for becoming what you understand to be your life. Your life. And then time begins to work on your mind. And someone could be there to bring you down from your despair. And soon you'll find the time you've spent could never have been saved or turned aside because you've accepted all the changes. And finally you will be there to respond to someone else's lost direction. Then you realize what it means to be them. And you need them, and they need you. That's the way it should be. You gather bugs beside my garden. Yes, take them secretly. Find a better place for thee. Perhaps a greener family tree will grow from me. It's strange that you should stand there like that among the broken leaves, the pile of ashes, holding them to stay together like you seem to make them last. I thank you for the present. I will keep it very safe and never let it go. This child you've made for me. I've had my child quite some time. I think it's fine the way it grows. That's what's wrong, child. Why are you lying like all the others? I have the shortest time. I must ask you all so desperately to answer with my plea.
You came just in time to say goodbye to Doug.
If your name
He's on his way to the seed company. They're going to show your film in about 15 minutes. Maybe we should all go with them. Maybe we shouldn't.
This is a radio news bulletin. Local police reported disturbance of major proportions at the seed company. Area residents told this reporter the outbreak occurred when pro-war demonstrators picketing outside the seed company disrupted the viewing of a locally produced anti-war pro-North Vietnam film. What apparently started as a shouting match between the two groups had developed into a running series of fights by the time police arrived. Police are currently investigating the disturbance. We'll have more details as they become available. This has been a radio news bulletin.
All right, what's going on here? I just got the story. When were you going to be? You went in and got the whole thing. Are you going to take us in or not? Hey, wait a minute. Are you going to take us in or not? Yeah, come on, you hurry. Get the whole thing done. Cops! So what happened? Did you call the doctor?
Tranquilizers.
Did you call the doctor?
No. I tried to call you. I didn't know who to call. I didn't know your doctor. I didn't want us all to get busted. I mean, like, Dick's a teacher. Martha's going for a degree. I don't know. I just didn't think it was that serious. She was so upset. I don't know. She started to get paranoid.
Hello. This is Thad Williams. Yeah. My wife took an overdose of tranquilizers. When? How long?
An hour. I don't need less.
An hour, yes. Yes, please. Look, can you handle it yourself? I know. Sure. Yeah, fine. When?
Before. When you came here before. It was just before that.
That was at least 3 or 4 hours ago.
When she took it. She was taking it before. She told me you knew. She was all right for a while. We were all there. Then she started to get paranoid. Trying to talk her out of it. We couldn't. She's been so uptight. She shouldn't have taken it tonight. She's done some really bad things. Panicky, you know. She took a tranquilizer. Thorazine, I think. I'm not sure. She was so scared. She was really scared of all of us. And she went back for more. I don't know how many there were, maybe 6, 7? I don't know, I really don't. You know, she took them all. She was so scared, she was so nervous. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm paranoid. No, I don't know how many she took. God, she just wanted to come down.
And you didn't call the doctor. Oh, Christ. You didn't call the doctor!
Please don't yell. I didn't know you a few minutes ago. We didn't know she went back for more. Everybody was leaving. I put her to bed. I thought she was falling asleep. I didn't know. I opened the windows to let the smell out. When I came back, I wasn't breathing. I tried to call you.
I just don't understand. Those pills were from a bad trip she had in college. She said she wouldn't take any more.
She's been so tense.
Mr. Williams?
Yeah.
We'd like to have you come down to the station and answer a few questions about the trouble here tonight.
Okay.
Aren't you the professor of that film class, aren't you?
Yeah, look, let me get a few things. I'll be right with you. Elissa, it's the cops about that business at the seed company. Look, the doctor will so you stay with her, okay? Gotta go, they'll start asking questions. Okay.
Thank you very much. You understand we had to ask you about it, and we appreciate your cooperation. The professor's here to go bail for those 2 students. What are their names? Rathe and McMandless? Yeah. He'll help you, and thanks again.
Let's see, that'll be 25 each, $50.
Oh, Christ, I don't have that much. Can I give you a check?
I'm sorry, cash only.
Look, I only have 40.
I'm really sorry.
Can you trust me for the 10?
Professor, tell you what, I'll loan you the 10 if I can have it back tomorrow.
Look, thank you very much. You can count on me. I'll bring it in first thing.
Just drop it off at the desk.
Thanks again.
Have a good night, Bob.
Yeah, I will. Good night, officer. Thank you again. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Brad, where the hell have you been? Get in.
I'm sorry, Thad. Am I ride home? No, thanks.
Go inside, Mr. Williams.
Come on, Dad. It's gonna be home about nothing. It's all over now. You better go on home.
Let's wait.
That's the way it's got to be, yeah. It stands to reason that you're undecided now about your job and how your whole life fits together. 'Cause day by day you lose your own direction, your own privilege for becoming what you understand to be your life. And then time begins to work on your mind. Someone could be there to bring you down from your despair. And soon you find the time you spent could never have been saved or turned aside because you accepted all the changes. And finally you will be there to respond to someone else's lost direction, and you realize what it means to be there. And you need them, and they need you. That's the way it should be. Now take our lives together here in this our ruined palace, how it gave us things to see within ourselves. And always new directions could become our way of life. And once accepted, they can turn you on to life, to your life. And I need you, and you need me. That's the way it's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be.